package from Jamma.
Welcome to the Wicked Gamer and Collector. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So in today's video we are going to talk about a new plug-and-play retro emulation gaming device. This is the Pandora home game console. I already did a review about one of these systems, but this is another version. This is the Pandora number 10. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of unboxing. I'm going to show you what are we going to get within this package, and let's play some games and let's have some fun. It comes with the system itself. Take a close look at it later. We have in here the controller number 1, controller number 2, and we're going to take a close look at it. Ew! Alright, so we're having PlayStation lookalike controllers. I can tell you, oh, chemical plastic to the max, but this is what we're going to get in cheap knockoff versions. Very sturdy, very cheap feel to it, so this is what we're going to get with this system. We're having a power supply, of course, otherwise we can't use the system. It comes with a very long HDMI cable, and this is very special. We're going to need a USB hub, because there is only one connection on the main board that is usable for a controller. If you're playing with one player, you can just plug it in the main board, but if you want to go up to 4 players, you can use this USB hub. And let's see, very important, it comes with this little switch. Yeah, it's not very good. It's not an, how do I say this? There needs to be a freaking better solution than just sticking a button in this thing for powering it on. A little bit cheese. Why didn't they add it in the casing itself? Boo-hoo. Alright, so not to forget the Chinese toilet paper manual. And this time we have the deluxe edition. So the user guide and manual, it's unbelievable, but it's really thick. So let's see what we can find. Some basic information about the main board. For example, this thing has an octa-core CPU. I'm not going into depth of this. If you want, I can leave it in the description about the system information. It's more like the same spec like the Pandora Key 7, for example. Here was a layout of the EDI port, so you know where you can connect your pins if you want to connect it, for example, in an arcade machine, and some basic explanations. Alright, so nothing special. This is what you're going to get. Alright, let's do a close-up view to the main board itself. Alright, so let's take a close look at the main board itself and let's do an overview. What are we going to get? So what I think is really weird that they are using this open space here, that you still can use the EDA connector. Maybe if you want to build this casing complete in this way in your cabinet, maybe they did it. To be honest, I have really no clue, because this is focused on the game console part, or you can use it like a game console or use it with controllers, so you don't need those EDA ports. There is no SD card inside, so this means that the games are built in on the chip. On this side we're finding some extra pins. What I remember correctly, this is more like the pin for the extra 5 volts, for example, the RGB strip they are using in many of these casings. This one is for the fan, and in our case we're going to put this button over here that connects the 2 pins. When you're pressing the button, that is powering on the system. Alright, so let's do a little bit of an overview. What are we going to get? It comes here with the DC input, HDMI out, VGA out, headphone jack out. We're having this volume control wheel here, setting button. So when pressing this, when we are in the menu, you go into the setting menu for adjusting some settings. I'll give you a little closer look at it later in the video. And we're having 2 USB ports, and one of them you can use for a signal input, or in this case the controller. Alright, let's connect the machine to the television, and I'm very curious what are we going to get. Let's play some games, people. Okay, so everything is connected. I have connected the controller on the second, or let's say the port above. Alright, everything works fine. Let's power it on and let's see what happens. So right, It's having the same intro like the Pandora Key 7. Alright, so they basically rip off the Key 7 intro and they cut the part out when the Key 7 comes in screen. Oh wow! Wow! Alright, so this is the famous settings menu. Alright, so for the people who are going to ask, no, you cannot change the resolution. No, you can change the filter. There is a filter over the arcade games. Personally, I don't have a problem with it, but you cannot shut it off. For example, the Pandora Box 6 have this option, and this one doesn't. It's a little bit of a bummer. All the options are more like when you're putting this main board in an arcade machine or in Pandora Box. Alright, let's see what we have more. We can remove the two-dimensional games. So far I know not the three-dimensional games, also very weird. So, and you can clear the latest list. That's it, there's nothing much. And of course we can discard the settings and just go exit and save. We can also save it. But I've noticed here, this is version 3.1.8, so it's not one of the big first versions. I'm very curious if this thing is going to run the games very good. For example, Dreamcast had a lot of problems with the first generation. Alright, let's play PlayStation. Let's see how it's running. I don't know why that is, but it's not recognizing the controller. No, it's not doing anything. Alright, so we're back. We are back in the settings menu. Now we're going to do is the USB gamepad mapping. I'm going to check out if something is wrong. Okay, let's press a button. It notices the system or the controls. Let's see. It's saying here something about. I can see here. You see all the controllers, so you can remap it in a certain position. But then it's the question. Okay, this is button 1. I want to use this for. Okay, crap. I just blew a ban. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is really confusing. For example, this is triangle, number 1. So we want to push this on the triangle. Y button. Oh, fine. We're having here the N64 games. Oh, how going to remap this? Yeah, let's push the same button. Okay, we're having 288. Yes. Now we're going to find the same number like here. This is triangle in my case. I would not recommend this. It's more like the square button. And when you're done putting all the buttons on the right position or button configuration, you are going to use this USB game port from. So you need to put this one on P1 and P2. This means that your first two controls that you map to your system is going to be seen like Play 1 and Play 2. Alright, PSP was not a success because my D-pad was totally messed up. Okay, let's see if I even can play this freaking PlayStation game. Okay, this button doesn't do anything. I mapped all my buttons correctly, I know for sure. I'm missing out a punch button. I must say the game's pretty damn awesome on this thing. Oh yeah, getting matchbook by a lie. Come on. I'm missing out a button, I can't do any moves. To be honest, it's running a little bit fast like previous model, but it's still stuttering. Very low frame rate. And again, problem with the controllers. Okay, let's see. Does an analog stick work? Oh yeah, the analog stick works, that's pretty nice. Worst part is that I have all my buttons here in the game. So what I think is very unique that they have these games like Excitebike and Duck Hunt. That is very unique, but this list is one big mess. Oh my god. Let's try another arcade game. Oh, I found the button. D-pad is not very responsive. There's a delay, but feels like a delay. Analog stick is more responsive. So they call this game Aircraft Carrier number 2, but it's basically the same game. So yeah, they are adding double games on this stupid thing. Oh my god. I really hate it when they do that. Yep, exactly the same game. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I have a button here. No double button. Okay. Ah, we found the button.
Dear Mario, I have a party here. Can you come to me? We're gonna rock your world. We love you long time. Princess Peach. Yahoo! It's me, Mario. I'm coming to the castle. It's time to play with the princess.
Okay. Okay, it seems to be working. The buttons are not met correctly, because I'm using now the shoulder buttons. Now the emulation of the Mario 64 game is pretty good. Oh, just great. Kick in the balls, kick him in the balls. Give me the power. I'm noticing here some little screen tearing, by the way. Okay, I have found some MegaTech games on the system, and this is what we're going to get. The sound is not perfect. I don't know what's going on. It still says play 1, play 2 and credit. So this MegaTech system here on the Pandora is not working like it should be. I tried Street of Rage 2, but it didn't work at all. Just wanted to point it out that not all MegaTech games are working. Alright, let's do a little bit of a teardown, people. I'm very curious what are we going to get with this main board. So basically it's more like an Pandora Key 7 ripoff. If you look at the main menu and if you look at the intro, they cut it off at the point that it needs to show Pandora Key 7. Alright, so I just wanted to do this quick view. Let's see what kind of mainboard they are using with this. Is this exactly the same kind of mainboard? And of course we're going to do a little small comparison. Okay, let's see how I can open it up. It was already missing out one screw, by the way. Alright, let's see. Alright, so this is what we're going to get with this mainboard. It looks a little bit like the Pandora Key. I will grab it in a minute. But there are some things that I've didn't notice with previous models. For example, if you look here, you can see this one even has the option for a network adapter. That is pretty unique. I have never seen this. So the PCB board itself has, I'm guessing, more functions, maybe in the future. There's also something else that I've noticed. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it even says Wi-Fi antenna. So this main board can be used with Wi-Fi. I'm guessing this is when it was made. So it's from 2019, the 3rd month or March. So there are some information about it. So I am very curious. This main board, okay. But the question is this PCB especially made for the Pandora box or Pandora key? Or is this a main board that is just made from a perspective that says for something else, for another purpose? So this is pretty unique. I've never seen this before. So a quick side-by-side comparison with the other main board, the Pandora 3D, that have exactly the same menu, but what you can see, the main board layout is different. So it's a totally other main board. And this one, this green one, doesn't have any options for Ethernet or Wi-Fi. Alright, so I'm going to show you on the camera. Remove the cooling element. I can see it here. It's an Amlogic S912. Daar heb je een octa-core. But here comes the part that makes it even more weird. Right, grabbing the other main board. This is the other main board I reviewed before, and look at it. There is no coding, there is nothing on it. It's just blank. What the heck? Alright, so for the final conclusion about the Pandora box number 10 home console. The idea behind it, it's pretty fun that you can plug and play controllers in this machine and you can play all of these 2D and 3D games. But as you already seen in this video, you need to reconfigure everything, and even when you've done configuring, it's still not working perfectly. It's just one big mess. The list is a mess. It doesn't rip off the key 7. It has this poor emulation of Dreamcast. No. To be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed. I really love to know what you think of this. I think this controller is more like an extra, so if you want to play with 4 players with the Pandora box itself. Maybe I'm going to make a video about it, but nevertheless, this is what you're going to get. But I thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Right.